Robin Williams, the legendary comedian, charmed millions with his colorful, self-deprecating humor. He was the proverbial funny man, taking every opportunity everywhere he went to make people laugh, often at his own expense. In fact, he named his 2009 HBO special Weapons of Self-Destruction and joked about his open-heart surgery and even the substance abuse and depression that ultimately caused him to commit suicide this week. His death reinforces the old and all-too-recurring theme that comedy masks tragedy. So many greats, Richard Pryor, John Belushi, Chris Farley, and many others, died after struggling against inner demons. In fact, Pryor did a whole stand-up routine about lighting himself on fire after freebasing cocaine. And Farley reportedly entered rehab 17 times in the last 2 years of his life before succumbing to an overdose. But all of these icons were funny men until the end, never discussing their true pain without injecting some humor for the benefit of the fans. As a journalist, it can be difficult to get comedians to take off that funny mask to discuss serious topics, especially personal challenges. Fox Business Network anchor David Asman calls comedians' tendency to obscure their reality with incessant joking an occupational hazard. And there's something to that. In my interview with Joan Rivers, a woman who has faced her own hardship, including losing her husband to suicide, she explained that comedy is a sect of the entertainment business, and it's just that, a business. You have a regular life just like everyone else. You have tragedies, you can become depressed, but everyone expects you to be funny all the time. And I'm sure you've been asked this before, but I've never heard your answer.
No.
Is that hard?
It's hard. Again, going way back, Bill Cosby once said to me, way back when, because we both he hit a little ahead of me, we were the same, and he used to give me like advice, and he said to me, you leave your house, it's PR. And so I will have just heard my best friend died, and I'm walking through an airport.
How do you do that?
Because it's just what you have to do.
People who knew Robin Williams say that he was the same way. In fact, Jamie Masada, founder and chief executive of the Laugh Factory, had this to say: he was always in character. You never knew the real Robin. I knew him for 35 years, and I never knew him. Maintaining the funny man persona for the sake of the fans and the business of comedy made Robin Williams a very wealthy man and helped the film industry generate a reported $6 billion during his career. But he also thought of comedy as therapy. Comedy can be a cathartic way to deal with personal trauma, he said. But comedy couldn't save Robin Williams' life. Comedians and other entertainers, like everyone else, are human beings with human challenges. Sure, they're paid to be funny and to keep us all laughing. In fact, they're so talented that they give off the impression that they live in a perpetual state of glee, that life is always a party, that they live only to entertain us. But too many have died entertaining us, never adequately articulating the depth of their pain.